Now, I don't know if it's just me, but internet searches, they just don't seem to be what they used to be. How do I describe this? Let's just put in a word that could have lots of permutations. An innocuous word, a noun. Let's try Stanley. Right, Stanley. I've just typed in Stanley. It's automatically asked me if I meant Stanley Cup. Okay, in this drop down here. No, I didn't mean that. I just meant Stanley. Then we have Stanley Tucci, Stanley Kubrick, Stanley brand of reusable food. Interesting. Stanley Matthews, Stanley Knife, Stanley Gibbons, Stanley Stella, Stanley Baxter, and another Stanley Baxter, a British actor and a Welsh actor. Interesting. Stanley UK or Stanley Fatmax. I have no idea what Fatmax is. So by the drop down, it's thinking you mean a person or a cup. Maybe these are the most common searches for Stanley. I don't know. But anyway, we'll press delete to cup and we'll just search Stanley. And what do we get? Screwdrivers. Interesting. There's a box with Stanley written on it. And I guess Stanley must be the name of a company. Enjoy your favourite snacks and drinks in Stanley style. What? Stanley 1913 stainless steel flasks, mugs, coolers and cookware. Stanley, brand of reusable food. That's the number one search result of all the Stanleys that have existed in this world. He thinks I'm most likely to be interested in stainless steel snacks and drinks. I don't know. Stanley drinkware. Stanley UK Quencher tumbler, travel cup. Amazon Stanley, more tumblers. Stanley collection, more tumblers, bottles and mugs. Shop Stanley, Stanley tumblers. Amazon low priced, more tumblers I think. Enjoy your favourite snacks and drinks in Stanley style. Again, that was the same link as was at the top. And so the entire first page of my search has somehow come on just to this one company. This one company has managed to figure out the algorithm so dominatory, in such a dominatory way, that my entire search results for the entire first page is just one company selling one product. And you look from the drop down, all these other things that it could have been. And it's even changed now. Because I've pressed search, it's now changed. Knives, bottles, these are all related to the company. All those people that it could have been, the only ones left are Kubrick and Tucci. Stanley Baxter's gone. And to be honest, the one I was thinking of was Stanley Livingston. You know, for the amusement of a search, we're searching for Stanley Livingston. And how many pages do we have to go before we find Stanley Livingston? You know, so I can say at long last, Stanley Livingston, I presume. And no, we're still on tumblers, still on drinkwares, Still no power tools. Stanley Power Tools. At least that's a different company. At least that's back to the screwdrivers. We got rid of the tumblers. We got rid of the tumblers for a minute. Anyway, more Stanley tumblers, water bottles. Stanley at Zorro. Stanley tumblers and mugs. Page 2 now, and we're still pretty much just on these tumblers. There they are, like the drinks things. Free advertising for them, and it's not even a paid promotion. It's just what's coming up. I mean, Jesus Christ, they've done it. How much are they paying for 2 pages worth of Google search or Microsoft Bing search? It's all much of a muchness, isn't it? Stanley tumblers, travel mugs. I'm not getting anywhere. Stanley drinkware. I didn't specify drinkware. I didn't specify tumblers, but just using the word Stanley with all the different possibilities of what I might be looking for. I'm on the bottom of page 3 now, and one from China. I can't even read it, and it's more important than Stanley Livingston in the search engine results. Shop Stanley tools, Stanley tumblers. Nope, we're going on to page 4. Drinkware, insulated. Stanley tumblers, insulated. Stanley. Oh, dearie me. Stanley at Fatmax, cordless power tool. Oh, that's where Fatmax comes from. It's a power tool. And no, JD Sports, Stanley tumblers, water bottles. My God, this is absolute monopoly. This is, I mean, for example, imagine you wanted to Google Stanley Livingston, but you couldn't remember the Livingston bit. You just remembered the Stanley bit. And, you know, you don't really know why Stanley Livingston's important. You can't remember the quote. You just know there's a quote associated with Stanley Livingston. Stanley Livingston, I presume. And so you can't remember the quote, but it's like at the back of your mind, and it's like you don't know anything else about him. You can't put in any other search things, and you just think, I'll write in Stanley and see if anything jogs my memory. Yeah. And now it's complete and absolute monopolisation. Page 5 now. Page 6. Stanley tumblers. Even at Harrods, Stanley tumblers. All the different shops that sell Stanley products. Stanley Bolivia thermos. Stanley France boutique something or other. Stanley cups. There's no people here at all. Like if you're trying to remember Stanley Tucci's name, I mean, at least that came in the drop down, didn't it? And for some reason, the drop down has a different priority to your search results. That makes no sense to me either. And it's like the complete abandonment of search engines to commercial interests. It's like, unless you have further criteria to put in to your search results, you're not going to find anything. You've got to know what you're looking for before you look for it. And Wikipedia, Stan Lee, here we go, the first human being that's not related to a tumbler or a tool, a saleable item. Stan Lee, one of the creators of Marvel Comics, there he is. And I'm going to have to stop soon because it's getting boring, isn't it? I mean, how many times can I go down a page expecting to find something different and it's just the same? That's the definition of insanity, isn't it? Cape Union Mark. Oh, fuck it. Stanley Phillip. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again with the same results, but expecting a different result. And it's like, oh my lordy lord, how bad is this? I mean, let's say you're an individual and you want to set up your own website. and your name is Stanley. I don't know, Stanley Brown or something. And whatever it is you do as Stanley Brown, you know, it's you just call your website Stanley Brown. And the chances of somebody randomly finding your product by typing in half of your name is absolutely remote. They've got to know the full name. Your website's they've got to know Stanley Brown. It used to be that you could put something into a search engine and you could just have fun looking at all the different things that relate to the word Stanley. And finally, what page are we on now? Page 11. And where was it? Morgan Stanley. At least that's a different company. Global leader in financial services. I mean, Christ almighty, it's still a retail type thing. It's still a company advertising itself. But Jesus, even the global leader in financial services is like down at number 11. They obviously have no interest in buying up the first 10 pages of a search. Stanley Cups. Oh no, that's safety. Page 12. No, I'm going to have to give up. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I've made my point, haven't I? It's quick and simple. You don't need to bang on about it. You can see for yourself. The word Stanley essentially only has one meaning to an internet search engine now, and that's which companies have a product or company name called Stanley. Please buy these products. And Livingston is going to remain lost. The search for Livingston could go on for years. It could go down in the annals of history as one of the greatest searches of all time. People will be memeing about it for centuries to come. Anyway, IMDb. Oh, it's this Stanley TV series. Finally something different. Never heard of it, but hey, that's the kind of random thing you could come across in the old days. That'd be like on page 3 or 4 probably. Buried now. Absolute. I mean, you only really need a couple of links to this Stanley tools or Stanley flasks or whatever, Stanley tumblers. Just 2 or 3 links on the first page and that's your job done. How many of your customers are going to be like page 15 and already they're still thinking about, oh, I need a different link for Stanley tumblers. That first one wasn't really helping much. And yeah, and it's not just search engines, you know, like browsing engines or whatever. Let's go to YouTube, and it's not my search history either, because this work computer that I do these videos on, I don't use for internet browsing. As far as I've tried, they're completely like what's the word? Dead. It's a completely dead system. I do all my browsing on my other laptop, you know, and so there's no history that it's like I haven't. It's not because I've searched for Stanley flasks and bought one in the past, or a Stanley tool in the past and bought one. It's not like repeat. It thinks I like that, so it's showing it. It's just that's what it is. You go into a public library or something. No, not a public library. Well, internet. Oh, I suppose a public library. I don't know. They don't. Do they use history? I don't know. Anyway, the first time you buy a computer and load it up, and your very first search you put in Stanley, that's what you get. It's just. So we go to YouTube. Now let's do a YouTube search. And something I used to like to do, you know, because I'm getting a bit bored of it just feeding me the same stuff I always watch. You know, and I feel like I want to watch something new, something original, something interesting. So what I used to do was I've written it down. The one I did the other day, it was a test run. I can't even read my own writing now. So what did I write? Oh, that's not it. There we go, yes. So I wrote blank desert folding. So you just put in like 3 words that don't have any meaning together and don't really have any instant meaning generally. So like you wouldn't put in like football mat elephant, because they're all things, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get footballers called Matt, like Matt Letizia or somebody, you know, or I don't know, whatever a current footballer called Matt is. And then you get videos of elephants doing funny things. So you've got to put in things that kind of mean nothing. No, so blank desert folding. What do you think I'm going to get in my search results? I'll leave this for you to have a couple of seconds to predict what I'm going to get. The intention is to be unpredictable, you see. And, you know, I just want it to show me videos from random videos that I might be interested in. Anyway, so blank desert folding. What have we got? It's a sponsored thing. Cardboard or folding clothes. It's a short. What else can I hide here? What the fuck? Another short. I don't know. Somebody's pulling something out of their belly button. I mean, at least this one had the word folding in. The third choice. There's no blank or desert here, but at least this one says folding, but it's a short, it's not a video. Oh, what's this? They're pulling a traffic light out of their belly button. Okay. Very fun. Okay, but there's nothing in this title here that says blank desert or folding. Start a VR business with 9 months payback. Oh, it's a sponsored one again. Oh, damn it. Look at that. We're four results in and 2 of them are already sponsored random bullshit. Yeah. Cutting down a tree with an AK Saiga 12 shotgun? What the hell? I mean, IDF pistol shooting technique in 5 minutes. What the hell has that got to do with blank desert folding? Another sponsored one, 2 more shorts about dunking rice paper. Sagawad funny video. And what are these? 5.6 million views, 57 million views, 14 million views. Cutting a tree down with an AK Saiga 12 shotgun easy question mark. 14. I mean, who's putting into their search engine something that with you? How does that video 14 million views? IDF pistol shooting technique 5 million views. It's just showing me things with millions of views. It's amazing 12 origami paper ninja weapons. 25 million views. But there's nothing to do with what I put in the search box. 14 million views. At least that one has the word folding in it. There we go. How to fold a paper aeroplane. That might be interesting. See, that's the kind of thing you might be looking for. I don't know. Ultimate shirt folding. A shirt folding hack. That's only got 301k views. It's actually something that's relevant and it's not got many views. Look at that. And what's he going to do? Oh, he's got a gadget for it. He's probably selling a gadget, isn't he? There we go. In goes the shirt. And boom. Boom. Oh, there we go, yeah. The gadget that takes the same amount of effort to fold the shirt as doing it by hand. Anyway, four new ways to enjoy rice paper. 6 million views. I don't see rice paper in the blank desert folding. And these are just the first few results. You know, the first few results are supposed to be the most accurate to what you put in the search box. And there's just absolutely nothing here. How to draw an ice cream tower. Oh, folding surprise. At least it's folding. It seems the word folding is something it likes. It can do something with the word folding. But for some reason, nobody's ever uploaded a video with the word blank as the first word, you know, in its title anywhere. And because it's confused, it doesn't know what to feed me with those three together. It's just concentrating on the word folding. DIY miniature juice stall. Probably more folding. Sponsored. Folding pocket knife collection. DIY strawberries. There's a lot of folding going, but I'm not getting why these guns keep coming up. Switch gun pocket pistol, my favourite. I mean, really. More paper aeroplanes. Knife making. How you can, another sponsored one. And then shorts, lots of shorts, lots of shorts about guns, lots of shorts. And what's this? Sponsored, shorts. And they're all just shorts. It's not feeding me any videos at all. It's adverts and shorts. None of which have anything to do with what I've typed in the thing box. It's just, look, 300 million views. Transparent kayak hits different in deep water. What the hell has that got to do with a blank desert folding? It's got 300 million views, probably because they just stick it on everybody's search results. Shorts. No videos anymore. It doesn't want to show me any videos. You think how many creators probably upload just random stuff and hope somebody watches it, and they think, where does it go? Why does nobody watch it? I mean, it's like this. You've given YouTube an opportunity just to show you random videos, and all it's doing is going, and presenting you with a few videos that match one of your words, and just billions of random shorts. AK-47. It's about guns, and it's like. Sponsored guns, weapons, guns. You know, socks, but they're sponsored. And again, a bit like the previous internet search for the word Stanley. I mean, it's just pointless now, isn't it? You know, not even the first results can come anything close to something that might be even vaguely interesting or related to the title you've tried to search, and yet you get all this crap. Guns. And they're all really short videos. What's this? The word desert finally arrives. Desert details, fun folk. This one has 2 words. It's an actual video, and it has 2 words from my search engine, from my search. And yet I've went all the way down. How much crap have we ploughed through before we get something that is actually vaguely close to what I've put in the search box, and it's an actual video. And this is the kind of thing, you know, it was fun. You used to be able to type, and it would be all this kind of stuff. Vaguely, and you'd be like, oh, what's all this about? You know, and you just spend half an hour watching something really randomly interesting. Or boring, you know. And why is that? What's all this other crap doing surrounding my search result? And yeah, again, it's just somebody's figured out how to monopolize the search, I suppose, or it's intentional from Google. You've no idea really who's paying the money for what now anymore, and it's just they want one in every room. Do they? What, they want a blank desert folding in every room? Oh dear. Desert folding knife. There we go. At least that's got 2 words in it. Proper video. It is a weapon though, I'll give it that. Sponsored shorts, random shorts. And this is what people do. They spend their time just going through random shorts, don't they? That's why they've got billions of views, because you go on the shorts and they autoplay. So as long as you get on an autoplay list somewhere, you know, you just get millions of views. Let's just go. Throw a paper airplane that flies really high and far. That's nothing. None of my words in that time. That's all shorts again though. Sponsored shorts. Narcissist test. Oh, irony much. Sponsored. And yeah, shorts and sponsored. Oh, another gun. There we go. 2025 Gartner Market Guide. Increase engagement with agentic data experiences. Oh, it's sponsored. It's not a video, it's sponsored. Oh dear. Christ. Sponsored and shorts. So yeah, we're gonna have to give up. We found like one video that's like coming somewhat, no, there was 2 videos that came somewhat close to my search criteria of just finding a new interesting video that I haven't seen before from outside of my dedicated pre-described algorithm that contain at least 2 words in their title from blank, desert and folding. And I bet you, I absolutely bet you, like this one here, I absolutely bet you that there's thousands of videos that contain at least 2 of those words, would be my bet. And we found 3, and we've been scrolling so far down that we're giving up, and we've just found the 3rd one. Double Dutch door horizontal fun fold card with desert details bundle. I mean, that sounds retail-y to me, but there you go. At least it's just a normal person doing a normal YouTube video, I suppose. They're probably selling something, I don't know, but it's not sponsored at least. And that's it. That's my issue, really. That's why I think both YouTube and the internet generally, that's why it's all become a bit boring. It's just, you can't search it in an interesting way. I suppose it's been murdered by whatever it is that they want us to see, and what they want us to see is just trash, unwatchable trash. It makes no sense to me. And yeah, I don't really know what else I've got to say for that. I think going through them like this is self-explanatory. You should be able to make your own mind up that it's just not a fun experience like it used to be. Anyway, there we go. That's sort of it's all a bit dumb, isn't it? You know. So there we go. That's why. That's my opinion on the state of modern internet entertainment.